Thank you.
All of us are here, he is there with you. And of course, Professor Alka Sharma. I can see many of the senior officers, the members of the editorial team. Mr. Janyal came to join us during the release of the newsletter. Senior members of the administration, present and former office bearers of IIPA, young trainees, as Mr. Bhan was referring to. At the outset, I have to both thank you, Mr. Bhan, for welcoming me, and at the same time take the opportunity of welcoming you in my capacity as chairman. So, it's both ways now. It's just a coincidence that I had to come here, though I was joining the programs of IIPA, even earlier mostly as a faculty. But incidentally, Mr. Chaturvedi passed away. We've had a very good experience with him in the first batch of IAS in India. And a person with a great vision and memory, and he was fond of me because I was always available to listen to the anecdotes dating back to 1949, because as you start growing old, you have very few captive audience. I'm also going through that experience, but I have since shared that curiosity. So he would always be there, and finally, having led us for nearly 20 years, it's very difficult to step into his shoes. But then Tripathi conveyed to me that I have to share this task with him. I hope we'll together live up to that expectation. I also have to congratulate the IIPA branch of Jammu Kashmir for this initiative today and having organized this meet today, particularly for its timing, because on the one hand, under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, a lot of path-breaking initiatives have happened in the last 6 to 7 years. Some of them revolutionary, some of them which could not have been imagined till a few years ago. Because Prime Minister Modi has a special penchant and a special temper for good governance reforms, and also has the will and decisiveness to carry it forward. And the timing is also important because this meet is taking place at a time when Jammu Kashmir happens to be a union territory being governed directly by the Ministry of Home Affairs, the Government of India, and therefore it is easier for someone like Srinivas to come here as often as he wants without any political antagonism. And therefore he's been able to set up the grievance cell and many of those reforms which possibly would not have been that easily feasible to be set up, or which were not adopted by Jammu Kashmir for many years, have now become applicable. And I'm sure this will be the larger interest of public, because we have the interest of administration, but the interest of public is always more important. So in the interest of public, these good governance practices being followed by the central government and most of the other states will now be applicable here as well. As was being mentioned by Mr. Tripathi, Mr. Bhan, we need to increase the members in the family of IIPA. And also because the All India services, and particularly the IAS of today, is not the IAS of yesteryears. And actually it was never so. At the time of independence, when IAS was constituted, it was, some people described it as a reincarnation of the erstwhile Indian civil services. Though Sardar Patel was then looking after it, called the steel frame